Rev up your engines!
JC07 says, my car takes a long time to accelerate. What could it be? Check the spark plugs, see if they're worn out, and check the air filter to see if it's clogged. I don't know how many times I had people with that problem. The only thing needed was an air filter and new spark plugs. It's not that. Change the fuel filter, because if it's clogged, then you can't get enough fuel to the engine and it will accelerate slowly. Those are the most common things. Now, if you did all of those three things and it still accelerated slowly, the next thing would be have your fuel pump pressure tested, because if it's weak, it won't give enough pressure and it will accelerate slowly. And that can be checked with a pressure gauge. Past that, it gets really complex, and you want to see a mechanic to analyze all the live and mode 6 data to see what could possibly be going on. But most of the time, it's something simple, like spark plugs, air filter, fuel filter, that does that. Robert Fernandez Jr. says, what do you think of an '07 Honda CRE? Only when I accelerate, it makes a grinding noise, but the tranny shifts smooth. Any suggestions? If you accelerate and you get a grinding noise, that's not a good thing. I think you're talking about you're going to buy it. Don't even think about buying it. Never buy a used car that makes grinding noises. Who knows what it is? If you already own it, I've got the perfect video for that. How to find the source of car noises. It shows exactly how to find car noises. There's this device, and look around for a used one on eBay or something. You put the 4 sensors in different parts of the car and you listen to the headphones, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4 channels, and you can find exactly where the grinding noise is after you drive it around a little. And if it's inside the engine or the transmission, it's serious problems. If it only does it when you accelerate, that's a problem in the transmission. That's grinding when it gets the strain on it. Because if it's in the engine, you just revving up the engine is going to make the grinding noise. But if it only does it when you're driving and you accelerate, it's normally an internal transmission problem. If you're thinking about buying a used car, don't even buy it. You don't want to mess with something like that. There's plenty of used cars out there. Don't buy one that has an obvious, serious problem like that. Irving Osario says, are replacing plastic parts to metal parts on BMWs worth it? Well, they are if you're planning on keeping the car, yes. But here's the problem. There are so many plastic parts on modern BMWs. In many cases, there are not metal replacement parts available for them. If the intake manifold and everything in those is made out of plastic, nobody makes a metal one anymore. So you got to replace it with a plastic one. Big reason I tell people do not buy modern BMWs, because heck, modern BMWs, they got so many plastic parts on them that break and cost so much money to replace that I don't even advise buying. But if you own one and you have plastic parts that break and you can get metal ones, yes, it'll make it last a lot longer. But like I said, the problem is there's so many of them. You're going to be changing so many parts, you'll probably just get tired and get rid of the car. Prince of Cod says, Scotty, I got an '03 Honda Civic. The heater doesn't blow hot air when the car's going at low speeds or stopped at lights. What could be the problem? I don't see any coolant leaks. It's an '03, 16 years old. When you're going faster and not slow and idling, odds are your heater core is starting to clog up. Have the whole cooling system flushed, and I've got a video on that, how to fix your car's heater. That what you do is you take the 2 hoses off that feed the heater core, that go into the firewall, and you flush them and back flush them. So you can get a hose, put it on one of those hoses with a little reduction or a rag to hold it in place, and blow it one way, then go on the other side and back flush it the other way. And maybe you'll get lucky and it'll clean the crud out, because changing the heater core is very expensive. But a lot of times the flushing works pretty good. L4GS TV Channel 90 says, Scotty, what is your opinion of the AMC Ambassador? Yeah, it was an interesting niche car. You know, AMC only made cars for a short period of time. Then Chrysler bought them out, and the only reason Chrysler bought AMC was to get the Jeep name so they could sell Jeep, and then they stopped making everything. The Ambassadors are a semi-collectible car now. Some people that like them and fix them up, and they have a reasonable value if they're all done over and they run great and they've been repainted and stuff. I mean, they're never going to be like, 67 Mustang, and the thing's going to go for 50 to 100 grand. But people fix those things up, and they'll go for $8,000 or $9,000 if they're in pristine condition. They're kind of a unique car to collect because it's such an oddball car. Andre Matif says, Scotty, why are you wearing sunglasses in front of PC monitor? What's the danger? Well, it's not just the PC monitor. I got floodlights blasted in so that it shows good on a phone. That's the main reason I wear them, because I got lights all over the place. It lets me see the monitor better, and it clips out the glare from the big lights. Plus, I'm blind as a bat. These are trifocals. I've got 3 levels of lenses, and the bottom part I can read. And the mid-range, I can see the camera, and the far range, I can see far away. So I'm like some kind of an android robot here when I'm doing stuff.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.